Are we good?
Yep.
All right.
Just drink way too much water.
Excuse me. So, back in the fall of 2007, I think it was, so that's 9 years ago now. 2007, yeah, 2007, I was with a few friends. Fuck, dude. God,
dude.
my God, Sammy, wasn't that funny?
It's pretty funny, yeah.
All right.
We're good.
So, back in the fall of 2007, I think it was, me and a couple of friends from college got together at a bar. We hadn't seen each other in years, and we sat down and we asked ourselves, where are we? Right? Because at the time, we'd all gotten out of great schools, received a great education, had good jobs, great families, people who cared for us, people who we cared for, and yet there was something lacking. We all felt that for so long we had been following the rules, and we hadn't really gotten anywhere. We were lost. You know, that same year, 2007, I was living in a great community. As I said, I had a nice house, a nice family, 2 girls, 2 boys, beautiful wife, an even more beautiful home and car. That was so good.
Even more beautiful than the car.
Here, wait. Whoa.
Yeah. I really kind of want to try to incorporate the shit streaks, but I don't know how.
No, here, wait. I'll speed it up a bit. All right. Okay. Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So, back in the fall of 2007, I think it was 10 years ago now. So that's 9 years ago now. And, so I'm sorry. Fucking. Are we good?
Yep.
All right.
Just drink way too much water.
Excuse me. So, back in the fall of 2007, I think it was, so that's 9 years ago now. 2007, yeah, 2007, I was with a few friends. Fuck, dude. God, my God, Sammy, wasn't that funny?
It's pretty funny, yeah.
We good?
Yep.
Awesome. So, guys, I have a story to tell you. Back in the fall of 2007, so I think that's 9 years ago now. God, it's crazy. In the fall of 2007, I had gotten together with a few friends from college. We all went down to a bar to catch up. And about halfway through the night, we got to talking about not where we had been, not about the past, but where we were, right? And we kind of all looked at each other, and someone asked the question, I think it might have been me, where are we, right? The whole table went silent because nobody had an answer. You know, we'd all gone to great schools, right? Gotten amazing educations, We all had good, high-paying jobs. I personally was living in an amazing community with a beautiful home, 2 beautiful boys, 2 beautiful girls, a beautiful wife, and an even more beautiful car and home. And I still felt that something was lacking, right? And then I looked around me, and it wasn't only my friends who felt that way. It was everybody. Everybody was so unhappy. And so I went from asking one question to asking another. You know, why would anybody willingly be unhappy? Yeah, and I say willingly because happiness is a choice, right? There are things you can do. There are techniques. There are methods of attaining happiness. They're so simple. You don't need anything. You don't need time. You don't need money. You can, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever your circumstances, you can sit down and you can practice happiness. Because like any skill, and happiness is a skill, you've got to practice to get better at it. So, out of this conversation, out of this idea, was born what we here at Fresh Start call Fresh Start. It's a program focused on going person by person, individual by individual, and giving everybody the skills that they need to be as happy as they should be, right? Meditation, mindfulness, laughter training. It's all here. It's all here in our success schools. 3 locations. 1 in Framingham, Massachusetts, 1 in Poughkeepsie, and 1 in Chicago, Illinois. At Fresh Start, we've taken happiness on the road. I'm standing right now in our Framingham location, which is astounding. It's my first time being here. It's my first time seeing what this looks like, and you know, I'd like to, if you'd let me, give you all a tour. Is that okay? Are we good? All right. So, can we get the ceiling? These are new ceilings.
Yeah, what we'll do is I'm thinking already that we're gonna do this in a bunch of different little bits.
Yeah.
So we'll still do the ceiling, but just keep going. Because
All right.
I'll just cut it and do a bunch of.
All right. Go all the way down. Go all the way down and be like.
All good.
All.
Sam's in the frame if that's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let the tour begin. We've got 2 of our students down here. Let's go say hi. This is Brother Sam and Brother Dylan. Brothers? Father!
Wow.
Hi!
How are
Mr.
you
Wilson,
guys?
it's good to
Mr.
meet you.
Wilson.
Good to
Good to meet you. Oh, thanks for the first place. Here he goes. Whoops. We're all about happiness here, Mr. Wilson.
Right, we are. And what did we walk in on, if I
Well,
might ask?
we're
What-
just
what is
discussing
this?
what we've been learning here at this incredible success school.
Right,
It's beautiful success.
right.
Beautiful success school.
Right?
And some of the things that you talked about that we've been able to learn here. It's wonderful. Like I've been much happier ever since I came here.
Yes,
I've chosen to be happy.
I can tell because when we met him, when I first met him, he came here. He didn't have a dollar to his name. He didn't have a dollar to his name, and I told him when I met him, I said to him, "Your money's no good here. That doesn't mean anything. Leave those things at the door. Go on."
And I did it.
And you did. And I'm sure you're happier because of it.
Oops.
Right.
Off the scale.
Right. Brother Sam,
Yes.
quick moment of constructive criticism. If I might be allowed to give you some.
Of course, of course.
We don't talk about a scale here, right? Because the scale implies that there's degrees to which one can be considered happy. And we know from scientific research that has been conducted by our experts that that is not the case, right? Right? Or if that is in fact the case, it's not smart to think that way, right? You're happy or you're not happy. It's a choice, Brother Sam.
Yes.
Brother, you're happy or you're not happy?
I'm happy.
Good. Good! Brother Sam! Brother Sam! Yay!
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Wilson.
And Brother Dylan, how are you?
I'm doing
How are you?
excellent.
You've been smiling through this whole conversation, and when I met you, you couldn't take your eyes off your shoes.
I never
made so much progress.
It's all because
You
of
made
you.
so much progress.
It's all because of you.
Laugh with me. Laugh
Yes.
with me.
Oh.
We shared, for those of you who don't know, who those of you Are they back? No, I think they're back. Mr. Wilson. I think we're clear. I think we're stay back. All right? I don't want anybody seeing, getting in here, walking in that door. I want you guys to stay here and keep watch. Okay?
Yes, Mr. Wilson, always.
We don't have the reason why, for those of you who are watching at home, is because we are having a little bit of trouble getting the paperwork that would allow us to be taxed as an institution of education. Oh, okay.
Get Will.
All right, we're back recording. My bad.
Yeah.
Wait, can we do a thing where I tell you to practice brailing and I'm like, in through your nose? And you just go on.
Okay, just as a reminder, we didn't see them in the.
No, we'll just cut a lot of this is on this book. So let me, wait, can we
We're going whenever.
wait, get some good in this.
I'm so proud of everybody who's watching this and of everybody who's contributed to our cause in the past few months. Back in the fall of 2007, when I first sat down with my friends and we had that conversation, we had that sit down, we had that powwow where we talked about, when we asked those questions, we asked, why? Why would anybody willingly be unhappy? Back then, 9 years ago now, I could have never imagined it would get this far. But here we are, right? So, if it's all right, I'd like to take you all on a little tour of our new location, our new success school. Is that okay? Right. So, I'm visiting here on business, and I've had a little bit of time to check out what our friends, Brother Sam and Brother Dylan, have been doing to get this new location prepared. Unlike the Poughkeepsie and Chicago schools, this one's a little bit smaller, but I think with their help, along with the generous contributions of you fine people, we can get it in tip-top shape, right? And equip it with all the necessary tools for making you happier, right? So, shall we begin? Awesome. So, right here, right down here is our lobby. I urge you, though, to stay away from the doors. It's glass, and we're not technically supposed to be in here right now. There's a bit of an issue with the tax man, so we're gonna need to lay low for a bit, and I should probably keep my voice down. Is that okay? All right, so we're not gonna go into the lobby now, but we can check that out later. Okay. Okay. So this is our what we're working on now is sort of, we're going to try a few of our participants, a few of our members here are wonderful artists, and we'll be painting a huge mural right here of yours truly over the next week. So I think they've got some maybe primer or something down on it, but it's totally bare now. But Mr. Wilson! Ooh, Brother Sam and Brother Dylan. It's so good to see you. So that was a little bit gay. And I don't know what was going through your head when you did that, but
Mr. Wilson, it was sort of a mutual thing, I thought.
No, it was not. Nope, I'm not gay. So, but if you are, I say, more power to you. Whatever your religion, race, creed, gender, you're welcome here, right? Make sure they get that. But cut the kissing me, because I don't want that.
Hey, Mr. Wilson, I'm not gay either.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just so good to see.
Yeah, no, okay.
It's just good to see.
A firm handshake will suffice.
Oh.
Thank you, Brother Sam.
Welcome.
Okay. And Brother Dylan,
Mr.
how
Wilson.
are you?
Oh, lovely to
So
see
good
you.
To see you. Oh my God. You are doing so. When I first met him, He couldn't take his eyes off of his shoes. He was such a loser. Look at him now. Can we get a shot of him? Look at him now. Smile for us, Brother Dylan. Oh,
Happiness.
That's not a smile. Give us a smile.
Happiness is a choice.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, if I had my way, I wouldn't want a portrait of me up on this wall. I'd want that, what you just said, Brother Dylan, painted on every single brick. Right? But, you know, teach his own, I guess. Teach his own.
Mr. Wilson, I have to get back to my studies. It is always lovely to see you.
Hey, Dylan.
Wonderful.
Hey, Dylan, I'm gonna go home.
Go home.
Yeah, I haven't seen my mom in a while. She just got out of the hospital.
Come on, well, Brother Sam, don't be silly. You've been here helping us out. Don't you want to help us out? Aren't you happy, Brother Sam?
Of course, I love helping you out, and I love being happy. I can't, because what I've learned here is that being happy is healthy, and being unhappy is unhealthy. So why be unhealthy? I mean, unhappy.
Right, right.
Don't worry, Mr. Wilson.
Brother Dylan and Brother Sam, I've decided I don't like the feeling of being looked down upon. I'd like you to walk down here at once, please. Okay, thank you. Thanks. That'd make me very happy.
Brother Sam, I feel like I'm getting some unhappy vibes right now, and I really don't appreciate it.
I'm just practicing my
Vibes? Vibes, brother?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson.
What are you talking about, vibes?
I'm sorry, just silly thoughts.
What is he can be so silly sometimes. Vibes. Is that now let me ask you, is that written, can you find that word?
The word is never mentioned once. In your book, in your lovely
in the
scripture,
Cure for Sadness?
in the Cure for
Right.
Sadness,
Right. For
isn't
those-
mentioned once.
Okay. You are something. You are something.
Right. Should we, because wait.
Yeah, yeah.
2 minutes.
10-minute limit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not.
Mr. Wilson?
Hi down there. How we doing?
Good.
That's good. You know, sometimes it just gets me. This place is so beautiful. I am. I'm sorry, I'm overcome with gratitude sometimes. It's so beautiful. The fact that, we got here, we got this far. God, it's a wonder, isn't it? Yeah. Grateful. I can't fucking do this.
Fucking
No, I like the, you can still get the shot of him standing down there.
Just get like a longer throw. Okay, this is so fucking hard to film, dude.
I'm grateful.
I like
Good.
Good.
Hmm?
Hi, my name is Dr. Henry Wilson, and I've got a story to tell you. I'm sorry. Can we do that again? Sorry. Nerves. Hi, my name is Dr. Henry Wilson, and I've got a story to tell you. Back in the fall of 2007, so, God, 9 years ago now. I was, one more time, I swear. All right. Hi. My name is Dr. Henry Wilson, and I've got a story to tell you. Back in the fall of 2007, I got together with some college friends for the first time in a while. You know, we were drinking and talking and having a good time when all of a sudden, one of us, I think it was me, asked a question. Where are we? You know, all of a sudden, the mood went from really nice and jovial and casual to somber and quiet. And we all started asking ourselves that question in our heads. Where are we? Where are we? Where did we come from? Where are we going to? It's a perfectly natural question to ask in our circumstances. We all had wonderful jobs. You know, we had just gotten out of great schools, received a great education, and we'd spent our entire lives, you know, playing by the rules to get somewhere. And we didn't ever stop to think where. We didn't even know where we were going. We were on this big journey that didn't have a destination. That same year, 2007, I was living in a great community. I had a beautiful house, 2 beautiful daughters, 2 beautiful sons, and beautiful wife, an even more beautiful car, and a shrub in my front lawn that I was pruning every weekend. And, you know, it hit me like a ton of bricks when I realized that none of that was enough. Now, I had played by the rules, and like my friends, I decided they didn't work for me. So I changed them. I started a movement, or a program, if you will, that we here at Fresh Start like to call Fresh Start. It's an initiative founded on the idea that happiness is a choice, right? It's something. It's a skill, right? It's a skill like any skill that you need to practice to get better at. Hey, you want to get better at piano? Play piano. You want to get better at soccer? Play soccer. You want to get better at happiness? Try being happy. You know, and there are ways you can do that. That don't take much time, that don't take any money. Meditation, mindfulness exercises, positive thinking. It's easy. Gratitude. Try being grateful once in a while. So here we are, 2 years later. 2 years later. And you know, I never expected that we would get this far. I had in my college notebooks an idea of what a success school would look like. A place where people could go, a physical spot where people could go, like-minded people could convene to learn what it means to be happy, together, as a community. First one opened up in Chicago in 2009. Second one in Poughkeepsie in 2011. Here we are now, new location, new equipment. We've got it all, folks. We're in Framingham, Massachusetts. This is I came here on business, thought I'd stop by, thought I'd give you all a little tour. Is that good? Are we good? We're getting this ready right now, but as you can see, we've got all of this is new. It's ready to be, it's a blank canvas. Can you get the ceilings? These ceilings are new. All new ceilings. And these walls, you see these? Beautiful, blank canvases. You ask me, some of our participants are artists, if you know what I mean. You know, they see a gray wall, they see a blank canvas, if you know what I mean. You know? Down there is our lobby, although I can't, for legal reasons, I can't show you the lobby, because we've got some issues right now. We're not technically supposed to be here at this hour, in this location, okay? So I can't show you the lobby right now, but we're gonna get back to it, okay? Is that good? Okay, all right. Are we good? Awesome. So here we are, and here are two of our finest participants, Brother Dylan and Brother Sam, doing what they do, which is, it looks like we've walked in on a little smile session, right? Now, for those of you who don't know, what a smile session is it's basically, we take the idea that what?
I'm sorry. Fucking I did.
Wait, that was so good. That whole thing was so.
Alright, we are recording.
Hi, my name is Dr. Henry Wilson, and I have a story to tell you. Back in the fall of 2007, I got together with some friends from college and thought we'd catch up for a while. Fuck! Fuck! Hi. 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 My name is Dr. Henry Wilson, and I've got a story to tell you. Back in the fall of 2007, I got together with some college friends, and we had a little conversation that, while we didn't know it at the time, would go on to change all of our lives. We had been drinking for a while and talking and reminiscing and doing what you do when you get together with a few people you haven't seen in a while, and all of a sudden one of us, I think it was me, posed the question, where are we? Just out of nowhere, like that, where are we? You know, and the funny thing is all of us, the mood in the room went from jovial and casual and happy to very somber and very sad and it became clear, became abundantly clear to me in that moment that we were all feeling the same way. We were all feeling kind of unhappy with where we were. and we didn't know why. You know, we had all gone to great schools. We all had great, high-paying jobs. We were living, you know, I was living in a wonderful neighborhood, beautiful, two beautiful girls, two beautiful boys, you know, a beautiful wife, an even more beautiful home and car, and I was staying up every night. I couldn't sleep. I was going out of my head. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. You know, I decided in that moment that no matter what it took, no matter what I had to do, I was going to be happy. It was just a decision I made. It was a choice I made in that moment. And thus was born what we here at Fresh Start like to call Fresh Start. I opened up 3 success schools. I wrote a book. I wrote a couple of books. Maybe you've read them. The Cure for Sadness, first one. The Sadness Cure, second one. And Healing Through Art, third one. You can find them on Amazon. I trust they'll put a link in the description of this video. Right, okay. 3 success schools, 3 locations across the country. God, if you had told me in 2007, with my beautiful home and my beautiful car, that I'd be here right now, I'd say take a hike, pal. But here I am in a beautiful new. I'm here on business, but you know you're here, and I thought we could do a little tour for this new school we're opening up, this new location. We've got 2 people, two friends of ours, working on it, refurbishing it. All new equipment here. All new paint. You can see there's a paint job. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get I'm overcome with gratitude. Overcome with gratitude. Oh God, it fills me up. I can't even talk. I can't even do anything. I'm going. When that happens, I don't even know what to do. It's just all over the place. My brain, it just shuts off. You get the ceilings, new ceilings. We've got new ceilings in here. Beautiful new ceilings. Oh my God. You know what? I was thinking maybe we wouldn't talk to them, but maybe if you'd like to see what I think we might be interrupting a smile session, which for those of you who don't know, I define in the first chapter of my first book, The Cure for Sadness. It basically comes from the idea that by manipulating your physicality, you can change the way you think, you can change your thoughts. By closing your eyes and smiling for 15 minutes a day, not doing anything else, just taking the time to smile, you can actually achieve happiness. Want to go see what it looks like? Yeah? We good? All right, let's go. Gotta be quiet. Very careful. About 10 minutes in, the participant enters a near comatose state. We can only guess from research conducted by our experts that the sensation can only be likened to a 15-minute orgasm.
actually interrupting them is extremely dangerous because they've been known to taken out, they've been known to get they've been known to get extremely violent. But here we go, look at this. Look
No, Jesus fuck. Jesus fuck.
Are we interrupting something? Oh, I think we might be walking in on a smile session. Now, for those of you who don't know, smile sessions are something I define in the first chapter of my first book, The Cure for Sadness. You can get it on Amazon. Link in I'll trust you'll put the link, we've been over this. Check it out. The idea behind a smile session or smile therapy is that you can actually manipulate your physical state to manipulate or control your emotional state. So by closing your eyes and smiling, for example, and giving us a nice big smile, you can actually your brain starts going crazy, releasing chemicals. If you sit in a silent room for long enough and you close your eyes and you give us that big smile, you'll feel it. You need to feel it to believe it. That's what we here at Fresh Start say. You need to feel it to believe it. Brother Dylan and Brother Sam here look like they might be, in my expert opinion, about 10 to 12 minutes into this session. God, to think what's going on in their heads right now. Our experts have monitored the brainwaves of people involved in smile therapy, and have found that biologically, the sensations experienced by participants can only be likened to the sensations experienced during an orgasm. So you can imagine, if you can even fathom, if those of you who are watching at home can even fathom what a 30-minute orgasm feels like. That's what these folks are experiencing right now. Now, we have to be very careful, because while they can't hear us, if I go up and I touch one of them on the shoulder, it's possible that he could get very, very violent. We don't like to disturb people in this state. We leave them as is, but for the purposes of your emotional and intellectual edification, I am going to trust that I can hold my own. We good? Right? You filming? So sometimes about 5 seconds after you come out of one of these, they can actually talk to us and tell us what it felt like. So we might actually get a little bit of conversation out of this one right here. Small back shoulder. Brother Sam? Brother Sam? Are we okay? Oh, turn around, Brother Sam. Turn around. There we go. Oh my God. Would you look at that? Brother Sam, what are you feeling right now? How do you feel?
Yes. Yes. Right? Right? Come on. Right? Brother Dylan. I'm going to go wake up Brother Dylan. Brother Dylan. Wake up, Brother Dylan.
Get him off! Get the fuck off me! Get off me! Got the fucking camera! Brother Sam! Brother Sam, stop it!
Ready? Guys?
Hi. Hello. Come over here. So, I don't know if you can hear us with the ventilator over there, but for those of you listening at home, my name is Dr. Henry Wilson, and as I always say, as I've been saying since 2007, I've got a story to tell you. So, back in the fall of 2007, I was with a few friends from college, and we were talking. We were having a good time. We were at a bar. I don't drink anymore. But we were at a bar, and one of us asked the group, somewhere halfway into the conversation, I think this might have been me, where are we? Right? Where are we? Where are we coming from? Where are we going to? What does this even mean? Right? And the tone, I watched the tone change from jovial and casual and joyous and happy and just a bunch of friends hanging out, having a good time, to getting very quiet. The whole room got very quiet, very somber, like that. And it was obvious that in that moment we were all thinking the same thing, which is, you know, we've done everything we could. We got great educations, great jobs. Every single one of us had a beautiful family that we were going to come home to that night. And yet we were still unhappy. Why? Why were we unhappy? You know, we had been on this great, magnificent journey, and the whole time we didn't even have a destination. It was insanity. We were chickens running with our heads cut off. After that night, I stayed up every night. I couldn't sleep. I was going out of my head. I couldn't stop thinking about it. It was crazy. It was insanity. I was having trouble in bed. You know, if we're being honest, I was not happy. The realization of my own unhappiness made me more unhappy. Wonder of wonders. Out of this struggle was born something great. A movement, a program, an initiative, if you will, that we here at Fresh Start like to call Fresh Start. For 9 years, since 2007, we've taken the idea of happiness on the road. We've opened up 3 success schools, 3 locations. One in Chicago, one in Poughkeepsie, and one in beautiful Framingham, Massachusetts. Now get a shot of this. This is our new success school. This is where those of you who would like to join the movement will be going, if you are in the Massachusetts area, will be going to learn what it means to be happy. If you're coming here as a newcomer, as someone who has not read my book, let me give you a little overview of what the teaching process looks like, right? Mindfulness exercises, meditation, positive thinking exercises. How are you going to be happy? How are you going to be happy if you don't have the tools to be happy? Right? It's insanity. You know, why anybody would willingly be sad, I don't know. So come down here, check it out, just give it a look-see. Come on. Just give it a look-see, give it a chance. Beautiful Framingham, Massachusetts. Here we are, folks. The happiness revolution starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with those of you who are watching at home, who are as sad as I used to be, who know that there's something better. There's something better out there. Don't settle for sadness.